Accounts people, time to have a look at sales ledger control account. We're going to have a look at the postings on this template, and then using the same figures from our control account we're going to reconcile it with our individual customers. So we have our sales ledger control account here. At the moment it has a brought down balance of £2,000, which means at the start of the month our customers owed us £2,000. Entries on the debit side increase the amount that our customers owe us. Entries on the credit side reflect a decrease or reduction in the amount that they owe us. So we've got a few other accounts here, they've already got balances in as well. So sales ledger control account, just to remind you, is credit sales only. It's part of our double entry system, so debits will have credits, credits will have debits. Totals always include VAT if we're VAT registered. It's an asset account, it's an asset that people owe us money in the trial balance, and then it represents the amount of money a business will receive from its customers for the near future. From our credit customers, if we have cash or online sales, that's additional revenue that will come in. And it should reconcile with the total of the individual customer accounts in the sales ledger. That's the second part that we'll get on after about 10 minutes or so. So we've got some numbers. The numbers would come straight off day books. I've done some postings from day books previously, so I'm not going to do them again. I'm just going to put the items into our control accounts and our individual accounts. It's a matter of preference. Do you do the control account, then the individual accounts? I'm going to do the individual accounts first, the individual ledgers. So I'm assuming we've had the same amount of sales again, another £5,000 worth of sales in April, and that of course will need an entry in a VAT account. Appropriate details to link to the control account and our sales account. So that's our credit entries. We have credited £6,000. So we need to debit £6,000. And that now shows that without anything else happening, our customers owe us £8,000. But some of them will have paid us. So in the bank, money coming in the bank, you have £1,800 coming into the bank. Debit the bank, credit and control account. Just some credit customers, and that will reduce of course the amount when it's all balanced off. If they paid us quick enough, we would have given them discounts. So sales ledger control account is going to be the double entry. Cash book, if you've got a 3-column cash book, one of the columns is discounts. Discounts are net of VAT. So a lot of discounts there. It's on the debit side. The VAT belongs to it. £200 plus VAT, that's £40 VAT. There's the debit entries. Total including VAT as a credit entry in the control account, reduces the amount. Then we've also got some sales returns to put in, hopefully not too many. So sales return day book, just £50 again. But of course that's net, so we've got to have a VAT entry as well. £50 plus £10 VAT, assuming it's 20%. So that's our debit entries of 50 plus 10, 60 credit entries. Sales returns, the full 60. One more item then, we've got an unhappy customer fed up with us, so we're going to give them a refund. So refund, which way does it go round? It doesn't quite follow the logic of increase and decrease, but what it does do is credit the bank because it's a payment. Doesn't have a day book, so I'd have to go into a journal. £200 out the bank. Now we can balance it off. And carry it down. And we've got our balance of 6,100. I won't waste time balancing off other accounts. That is £6,100 at the end of the month that we are owed by our credit customers. So now we need to check that that seems to be the right figure, so we better have a look at a reconciliation. So here then we've got the £6,100 put into our standard format reconciliation, same control account. So the £2,000 at the start of the month was the balances brought down on our 4 customers' accounts. £500 from customer 1, £1,000 from customer 2, £700 from customer 3. That actually adds up to £2,200, but customer 4, the one that we gave the refund to, we owed £200 to. That will be for goods that have been sent back having been paid for, or possibly we overcharged them. So we're going to use the same numbers, assuming they're coming off the same day books, and put the items in. I'm going to make life easy by splitting the sales 3 ways. You would of course have far more details like invoice numbers, and individual items would be going into our customers' accounts. Every single invoice would be showing separately, but that would take ages, so we'll just stick to splitting the £6,000 3 ways. Oops. Yeah, so that's just put the... So whilst we're on the debit side here, we'll put the refund in. So remember, everything is the same sides as the control account, and that will balance this one off. We've got a balance of 0. So exactly the same way, we've increased the amount that our customers owe us exactly the same way as we did with the control account. Everything corresponds, and both the sales ledger and the control account include VAT. So this isn't part of the double entry, it's a separate entry. So when we get to the bottom then, we're going to reconcile it in a minute. We could never on a computer system realistically fail to balance off the customers with the control account, because normally computer systems do the double entries at the same time, we would have had to post directly into a control account or set it up wrong in the first place, although I have seen once an issue where a power supply caused an imbalance because the computer had done half the postings when the power failed. Let's put the rest of the entries in then. So we've done a debit side, so now the bank receipts, so we'll put some money in from our customers in proportion. So we'll put the opening balance in there because that makes life easy. Customer 2 can pay us a little bit more because they owed us a little bit more. It's 1100. Oops. And customer 3 can pay us 700, 500, 1100, 1800. That's the £1800 going in. So same side as the control account, the opposite side to the bank entries. But we've also got a discounts allowed to put in. I'll just literally attribute it to one customer. So we've got one very happy customer pays us quickly. It'll also make doing the numbers nice and easy. Same side, and of course still including VAT. And then we'll also, for expediency, to make life easy, put all the returns in the one account, because that will make the balancing off nice and easy. So again, customers accounts, control accounts, the same side, still including VAT. So now we can balance off our customers accounts and see if they do add up to our £6,100. Balance carried down should be 2,500 minus 500, and there it goes into the reconciliation. £2,100 also into our reconciliation. And there we are. And now we have reconciled it. The total of our individual accounts adds up to the same as our control account. If it didn't, well, we'd start looking, we'd start investigating why. Did we miss something off? If we missed something on the debit side of the control account, although it's the increase side, missing it off means the control account would be decreased. If we missed something off the credit side of our control account, the control account would be increased, so it would be higher than our customers accounts, and exactly the same way round on our customers accounts. This is still the increase side, so if I miss an item off, maybe that 2,000 becomes 1,800, then it will be decreased, so it will be lower than the control account. And if I miss it off on the credit side, that will increase the amount on that particular customer's account. So maybe on typed 50 instead of 500, it only looks like they paid me £50. The balance on the account will be higher, and therefore the individual accounts would be higher than the control account. So I mentioned earlier the use of computer systems and how awkward it is, or almost impossible not for them to balance. But actually, good bookkeepers quite often keep a manual control account and some manual notes on individual customers, and then they manually reconcile against the computer system, because it's very easy to add an extra zero or miss an item out.